Hi, you all. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading, so let's get into it here. So we have the Hermit in reverse here. Knowledge is accessible, attainable. Knowledge is reachable. Okay. Someone's done soul searching. Okay. Nine of Wands is here in reverse. Chariot is in reverse. This is a slow energy. Okay, slow energy, fragment, or someone has a lack of direction. Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse here because there is love. There's a chosen energy here. Okay, Queen of Swords is here. Discernment. Six of Cups here in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse again. Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups in reverse. But a lack of emotional intelligence. Okay, a lot of discernment. This is how do I, this is a, so collective, there's an energy of being chosen, but not having the answers in terms of one's emotional self or reactions. Okay, yeah, reactions, feelings, uh, urges, right? We have the King, Eight of Wands here. This is someone moving in confidence here and talking in confidence, not wanting to retaliate, but also to bring in awareness, clarity, discernment, knowledge, information. Okay, we have the King of Swords in reverse here. I'm also getting like a King of Swords don't know what the fuck to do. Okay, like this is a King of Swords here who has a loss of reputation. They're trying to gain respect. I feel like they're also trying to be a certain way, but it's really difficult for them. Nine of Pentacles is here. So I see the Divine Masculine. Okay, because Divine Feminine, you're coming in as like knowing what you're talking about. Okay, knowing what you're talking about, your discernment, your knowledge. You could be talking about accolades, documents, information, school, okay, higher education, learning. Like, you know how to represent yourself in this energy. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And then you have this Divine Masculine. They are really struggling in knowing what you're talking about and how you're proceeding. But the honest truth is the fact that with the Queen of Swords, you know that this is not you because you need to have the discernment, the emotional intelligence. It's not the who, what, when, where, why. You have to know why. Like, for example, why you want to do something, why you want to, you know, what this information, what this document is, like you got to know what you're talking about. You got to know your stuff. We have the Justice card in reverse here. And I feel like the Justice card is in reverse here because this King of Swords is someone who is not doing the work. They're not putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? They're not putting in the work. They're not taking the extra steps in. They're asking a whole bunch of questions rather than just looking things up. And with the Queen of Swords here, looking things up, right? You know, finding information out for themselves here and going through their own personal experience, for themselves here. It's not they're coming off like they don't want it as bad as you, okay? Nine of Pentacles is here. Two of Swords is here. This is a decision that someone has to make on their own because with this Nine of Pentacles being here, this is a lot of like, okay, I can decide to make this public and go viral, or I can decide to go back to the drawing board and know that whatever I conjure up is actually wise is actually good or needs more time to be worked on. With the Knight of Pentacles here, this needs more time to be worked on. Why? Because it's not completely accurate. Okay, something you want to, it's like you and Divine Masculine wants to know something inside and out. Like, you're not going to just take somebody's word from it or one way of perception of something. Okay, you're definitely going to be more, I'm hearing intrusive. It's like intrusive thoughts. You know, you want to be a little bit more precise, precision, but it's not exactly that. You just want to get more information. It's not enough, and you and Divine Masculine know this as well. It's not enough for you and Divine Masculine to move forward to make this a legacy, a tradition. Okay, it's something where it went from like, okay, let's hang out again, you know. And this is a tough decision because right now you and Divine Masculine are in judgment energy. So you and Divine Masculine have to give an answer now, okay? But there's still a lot of confusion. So what are you and Divine Masculine going to do now? I feel like this is Divine Masculine saying, fuck it. I'm going to still, listen, I don't know. Okay, we have the Four Swords here. You and Divine Masculine are looking at things. You're really meditating and looking at things from a different perspective. Okay, this is definitely going towards the Ten of Pentacles. This is new job, new career, new way of being in a relationship here. Okay, new way of supporting one another. Okay, this is a system, your own galaxy, your own world, your own universe. And you and Divine Master are like, okay, maybe I should look at this from a different perspective. Maybe I should, look at things from a different perspective when it comes to these options. I looked at them wrong. We have birth, rebirth. As above, so below. This is the cycles. We have disruption. So this is like a flaw in someone's plan, like a hiccup. Okay, we have the mystery. Why is there a hiccup? This is also something I'm hearing something is outside of you, something's like ahead of you, like almost like something's right there and you don't see that. Yeah, there's something about like you don't think I see you. There's something about you don't think I see you, like almost like I'm watching you like through the third eye. This is an energy Divine Feminine where somebody's onto you in Divine Masculine. Because you and Divine Masculine are trying to manifest a reality, a tradition, a legacy, a home. And I'm definitely getting it's not compatible with this dear energy. Someone is gentle or in this diplomacy energy. There, I feel like this is somebody that it gets by. They learn a lot and they've seen a lot and they make sense of things a lot. So they're like, okay, let me tread carefully. But that's that kind of person. That's that kind of situation. That's that kind of energy. You and Divine Masculine could be in this gentle energy and this diplomacy energy. But you are doing it for a reason. And that's why it's catching this dear energy. This person, this energy wants to know what you and Divine Masculine are up to. They're like, what a mystery. Interesting. What a mystery. That's kind of interesting. We have the Spider Energy Creative Projects here. We also have Merlin. Yeah, so this is a webbing of something here. Over energy, we have trust here. A webbing of a reality, of a creative project where it's building a lot of trust. It's also, a lot of accepting help from another, okay? Yeah, this is also delegating authorities to as well. You have hawks and omens, so you guys are like building a community here, okay? And this person, the situation is like, what kind of community are you building? Because I see the creative projects here. I see that you guys are in this alchemy, conjuring this energy here. Okay, we have the cow. Okay, we have nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. Y'all guys are building this Six of Pentacles energy. But I feel like this other person, this other energy doesn't believe that. They're like, that's too gentle. Okay, over energy, we have water fairy, we have resurrection, and we do have birth and rebirth here again. So there's a sense of like a new energy of doing things, okay, or a new life, and then also going back to that old life, okay? But this is being disrupted. This is what this energy, this vibration, this frequency is saying. You guys are not in this energy of resurrection or reconciliation or rebirth. That's not what's going on. That's why this deer energy is like, really? Okay? You guys, you and Divine Masculine are coming in to do things differently. You and Divine Masculine are in this cow energy, nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving here. You guys are all about maintaining, where other people are all about the journey and treading lightly. Okay? We have the hawk energy, omens and messages. Y'all also are getting omens and messages and signs and synchronicities about this deer energy, but not so clear, okay? Because y'all are going through tons of tower moments every second, every minute, every hour is what spirit is telling me. There's a reality, the 5D and all the other dimensions up. They're vibrating. They're trying to bring a certain vibration of frequency, and that's why you guys have this hawk energy. Hawks also is about focus. Your focus, omens, messages here. You guys are probably getting a lot of directions here. You guys are talking to spirit, and spirit is saying, listen, get ready. Okay, because where things is going here is about to be very abundant. This is a constant conversation, and it's a lot of morals and values and omens and messages in this energy, and this receiving and asking and this nourishment energy. Don't ask the question, why is this person giving this to me? Ask yourself, pay attention to the omens and the messages of the cow. Okay? Somebody's milking somebody. Okay? There's you can say cow in many different ways. There's something about the Chinese too as well, because when you read Chinese, okay, it's all about the expressions. It's all about the vibe, the feelings, the personality traits, the variables. And I feel like collective, let me get one more card from this deck. I feel like collective, y'all are being, the code that is being brought to you from this dear gentleness energy, this diplomacy energy, is omens and messages. You're getting, because I'm getting, okay, collective from you, that you and Divine Masculine feels like this person is trouble, and that you and Divine Masculine are not doing anything wrong, but bringing or a vibrational match for different vibrations and frequencies and trying to figure things out. But you're like, this person is a problem because they have it all figured out, and they do. Because their conclusion was, let me be gentle, let me be in this diplomacy energy. That's past co-creation when it comes to diplomacy. But it's also gentle. So this is somebody that has a circle friend, a friend group where it's small, or they know a lot of people, and it's just enough to be in this dear gentleness energy and diplomacy energy. It's just enough. And you and Divine Masculine see this energy, and y'all like, that's a problem. Because at the end of the day, you and Divine Masculine could get turned on very quickly by somebody or this person just spreading one small slight rumor around, or making a problem out of something, and y'all just being by yourselves, okay, or y'all just doing Y'all are just being yourselves, concluding on what's the next road, what's the next steps in this connection between you and divine masculine. It's as simple as it gets. But you and divine masculine on a higher frequency in the vibration. That's the difference. And y'all going really hard. Cows, okay? The hawk, birth and rebirth, reconciliation, disruption. Come on now. We also have ravens. You guys are really getting a strong message. Okay, this vibration, this frequency is now compatible. This whatever you and divine masculine was feeling, this vibration and or frequency is now bringing in this deer energy. Was once what was once gentle and diplomacy. They're also giving you two powerful cards: the Raven and the Hawk. This could be two people too as well. One is in this omens and messages energy, and the other one is the Raven, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. Something has happened to this person and this energy and door and this deer energy over and over and over again. They keep seeing signs of synchronicities, and they keep getting, feelings. This hawk energy, it's a feeling. I can see something before something happens with this hawk energy, omens and messages. You let a motherfucker get too close, something can happen. With this raven energy, somebody did get close. This did happen before. This is a really interesting energy because you're not sensing, you're not tapped into your own vibration frequency, your future energy, divine feminine, divine masculine. You're tapping into somebody else's. That's why somebody is in this deer energy. And this birth and rebirth is not happening for you. Y'all not meant to be in this birth and rebirth energy. Y'all not meant to be in this birth and rebirth energy with the same morals and values energy. And it may look the same and it may sound the same, but the intent is different. Because you guys are getting somewhere. So you can try new things, you can do old things, you can say new things, you can say old things here. Y'all are in this creative project here and this Merlin energy here. Y'all don't want to be in cycles. Y'all don't even want to be in chapters. Y'all want to be as is. As the Ten of Pentacles. This is my husband. This is my wife. This is my family. This is my job. This is my career. And I'm seeing Spirit is saying this is just words that you guys are tapped into or you feel intuitively. Okay? But at the end of the day, it's quiet and it's a humming sound with this vibration, this frequency. Nothing to get too scared about or worked up about, but it's something where it's like if you do your homework, you're going to hear mom and daddy arguing, okay? Because they don't know how to not argue. And they're looking at you in divine masculine as like, is as simple as that? And you're not even in this deer energy? Because you're trying to get to A to B, you and divine masculine. You want to know what's your spiritual values. You want to know what your morals and your values. We have not for you. Spirit is saying to the collective, okay? Spirit is saying to you and divine masculine here, this situation, this energy is not for you. Okay? Not for you by the book here. We have peace here. Be in peace and be by the book. There's no sense in going the extra mile if something is not for you. Okay? The situation is not for you. We have chaos and conflict. We have deep knowing. So you and divine masculine are, you know that this person and the situation isn't for you. And I feel like it's not the situation. Some of y'all, it could be like the situation is for you, but the people is not for you. Okay? It could be also the person is for you, but the situation is not for you. I feel like at the end of the day, you and divine masculine was like, this person too, this situation too was a tryout. And y'all made it feel like, or y'all assumed that something was permanent. Something was the way to go. But it was a tryout energy. I feel like also the way how somebody delivered something was very manipulative. You know, because you are in this gentle energy, you are in this dear energy, you are in this diplomacy energy, but you're really not that gentle. You're really not in this diplomacy energy here. It's a very manipulative energy. It's a very creepy energy too. Somebody talks a really good game, but they're not really there. Okay? I feel like at the end of the day, it's a intentful energy. What do you want your legacy, what do you want your energy to be at the end of the day? Okay, we have destiny here, and that's what Spirit is saying. You have parsed the karmic lesson, okay? Because at the end of the day, this cycle is about bringing in new high vibrational energy or just breaking some type of lesson, some type of karma, okay? You don't need to get involved. You and Divine Masculine don't need to get involved into anything. I'm also hearing into nothing. Because you and Divine Masculine is like, at the end of the day, this isn't for me. And I'm going to view this as a tryout. And if you and Divine Masculine was guided to go down this energy, it's because you were manipulated. You were manipulated, and now you guys see that you were manipulated here, but it's completely harmless here because it was more about manipulating their character, and I think that they do, but everybody's still safe at the end of the day. Okay, this can also be about like, okay, maybe somebody is too a little bit over the line. They're too you know soft in a way, okay, or too in this gentle energy, too much in this diplomacy energy. And there's nothing wrong with that, but be in this gentle energy, in this diplomacy energy for the right reasons. Don't try to be in this their energy for your safety, for you to fit in, for you to be in this by the book energy, for you to don't be in this. It was a personal gain, even though it came off very, very selfless. At the end of the day, the lesson was to come there with an intent and write off that this is something that you do not want to do, you and Divine Masculine, in the future or in the present energy. It's as simple as saying, I don't like this, I don't like that. And the difference between those situations is it's not about perception in one of them. The other one, you know that. So why are you doing it? You're gentle. You're in this diplomacy energy. It's not like you didn't see that. You told me you saw it. But you and Divine Masculine pass the karmic energy. We have solitary, which is equivalent to the hermit energy. So I feel like this is a situation where it came off as a tryout, air quote, okay, or it came off as like a food for thought moment between you and a person, or you in a situation with you and Divine Masculine. Like it was like a food for thought situation because you're like, I did learn my lesson. I am in a high vibrational energy. I am in a new cycle, but it's almost like kind of like with the solitary and the solo dragon here. It's like, what was that? Like I am really soul searching. Like I've never seen something like that before. Like I've never seen. It's such a strange energy, because it's a certain. It's a weird way of the of how to defend yourself in a way. Okay, for example, it's a weird way to defend yourself. For example, why would you bring a candle to a butter knife fight? You know what I'm saying? I felt like you and Divine Masculine are just like, huh, okay, what was that? Good luck with that. That was interesting. A lot of words with you, okay? And I know you're not soft. Okay, so what is the reason in you being in this deer energy? Confirmation, that's gonna shout at me. There could be also something about like something's in your house, like someone's trying to tell you something is in your house and you're not seeing something. There could be also people, maybe people speaking in codes or something like that. Like there's a hidden camera in every apartment, okay, or in every household. Like something's quite strange in it. So this is a weird energy. I feel like this is somebody, and with this deer energy, I feel like this is somebody that is what's the word? They're very paranoid. Someone's paranoid. This deer energy is paranoid. They're paranoid because they probably perceive the world as very mysterious. Who, what, when, where, why, and warning. And you in divine masculine is like, okay, well, fuck all that mysterious shit. Like, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you want to be the spider or you want to be the deer? Because we both got, yeah, we both got, like, things that looks like string theory, or many different roads. Yours is branches and mine's just spider webs. So I mean, we going. It's more about the directions here and the vibe and the energy. And y'all, you and Divine Master, just like, we're both not soft, but like, why are you building like you're gentle? Like, in every little thing, like, that is extreme. It's throwing you and Divine Masculine off. It's creeping your ass out. But y'all figured it out. And y'all figured out that this person, they're going through their own situation and they needed to figure that shit out, and that's what they did. And at the end of the day, y'all just seeing that y'all don't need to invite this vibration and no frequency in. Like, it's not a mystery if you and Divine Masculine already figured out the code with the Wheel of Fortune being the first card. It's not mysterious at all. But it did freak you out that this person was, let's just say, paranoid, panicking in a way. That's why they built the way that they built. It's something where, again, and the reason why you may be like, oh yeah, like, what do you mean? Like, it doesn't sound that bad. But when you look at the color makes things a little bit, color induces emotion. The way how things look, it induces emotion. It induces things you probably don't want to do, don't want to see, don't want to feel, don't want to think about. And that's how you and Divine Master are coming off when it comes to this deer energy. I feel like this person, if they embody the spider energy, somebody looks like really fucking ugly, like weird. Okay? So I feel like that itself is an omen. Like, that's what spirit is saying. Like, somebody who's a deer, okay? Like the Little Red Riding Hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think why do you think the grandmother told Little Red Riding Hood to wear the red cape all the time? Because when she's not wearing the red cape here, she's the wolf. And I feel like, all of this solitary and their solar dragon, like, you're coming over on in the next cycle as like, I'm just high, I'm soul searching, I'm just in this, like, on my path to, like, knowing more about myself. Even though I figured it out when it comes to my last cycle and my last chapter, it's just something where I'm looking back and it's still mind boggling to me. You're in this new vibration, new frequency, new chapter, new cycle, sorry, new energy divine from Divine Masculine. And with this solar dragon here, it seems like y'all about to figure some shit out again. Okay, y'all about to figure some shit out again with this sun here, the solar dragon, and the destiny, and the Wheel of Fortune here. Y'all figured it out towards the end of your journey when you guys was in the solitary energy here. You guys, towards the end of your journey, the last card is the solar dragon. So you figured it out. Spirit said yes. Why? Because you know how to solve your problems. You know how to solve your problems. And you're solving your problems. You're solving your problems by, wiping your ass front, or, knowing something, mind, body, and soul. Okay? You know something like the back of your hand. It's not that it's possible, it's a fact. Okay? So that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, to share. Look in the description box below so that to offer you. Check out my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.